You know, this is just a sad state. It's just a sad, stinking state. Whenever the Postal Service is going to treat living beings like this, the way that they do. And I don't care, there's no excuse. There's no dadgum excuse. Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So this is not the kind of video that I like or I want to do, but I feel like I've got to do it. It's important that we get this information out to as many people as we can. Ordered some turkey poults a couple weeks ago, got shipped on Monday. Today is Saturday. They finally arrived. As you can imagine, it's not been a good day. So let's roll some footage, kind of how the day's gone, what's happened, come back. I'll give you a final report on where we're at right now. Not going to get any better. I think it's going to continue to get worse based on how things are going. But stick around with us and let's talk about some of these turkeys. And it's been a bad day. Hang around. So Sandra just called. The post office called her, and these turkey poults are supposed to make sure I got my key. These turkey poults are supposed to be at the post office. So we ordered them a couple of weeks ago, and they got delayed the first time because of bad weather near the hatchery. They couldn't get them shipped out, and then they shipped them on Monday. And so Monday or Tuesday, they were supposed to be here on Thursday. It's now Saturday, so I'm betting that the post office has just killed 30 turkeys. So let's ride and see. I mean, you know, they may be alive, but I'm kind of doubting. Let's go look. Are you picking up birds by chance?
Mm-hmm. Michael?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put it
When were they supposed to be here?
Yesterday.
I thought we were asking.
I was getting nervous.
All right, you guys have a good day. Are you here to go too?
Yes, ma'am. I'm supposed to have some turkey.
Teammate?
No. Lewis.
I remember the name.
Yep. And I'd like to check the condition of the package.
You come in.
Is that okay? I know everybody gets kind of torqued about. I hear it. So, how many dead ones we got? Well, I mean, it's the Postal Service's fault that these birds are dead.
I don't know why they're not sending them express.
Well, typically what we do is we order and they're shipped on Tuesday, and they arrive on typically they arrive on Thursday.
Oh, that one is just pitiful.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in that side. 5. So I got at least 5 dead. Okay. All right.
Oh, he's still moving.
Which one?
This one right here. His little beaks are moving. Oh,
That bird's gonna die.
yeah, poor baby.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it. I mean, this is ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. You have a good day.
I know it's not y'all's deal here at the local.
Well, if it was us in charge of it, probably
I know.
better.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
Call the post office and say you want reimbursement for them?
So I'll start with the hatchery. And typically what I guess the hatchery will do is they'll reach out to the Postal Service. I don't know, but we'll start with the hatchery and let them know, because typically our hatcheries that we work with are pretty good to replace birds, but in this case these birds were supposed to be here on Thursday. So thank y'all. All right, we got 5 dead. Unacceptable. And you know, I know it's not the local post office's fault. But I mean, I don't know what to do about this. I mean, you know, we'll reach out to the hatchery. It's not the hatchery's fault. I mean, you know, we all hear stories about how the Postal Service and stuff is, you know, packages are arriving, you know, Christmas packages are arriving weeks after Christmas. I got a letter in the mail yesterday, February the 5th, that was mailed on January the 29th. So, I mean, this is just, I don't know what to say. Just crazy, crazy. We've got 5 over there that are absolutely dead, and I've got 2 here that are moving, and so we're giving them a little water just to see, but they're not, I mean, I don't think they're gonna make it. So the little guy's trying. So you can see they've gone right for the heat lamps. They're cold, they're hungry. I'm gonna get them a little feed in here and just see if we can see what we can salvage out of them. I mean, this is just, you know, more than you know, the value of these birds in terms of economics. These are living creatures. They're living beings, and they have just been treated horribly, and it breaks my heart that, you know, I just don't know what to say about a lot of this. I mean, it's just crazy. So let's get them some feed, and you know, turkeys are typically pretty fragile anyway, but we'll see what we can salvage out of this. Okay, so I put 2 feeders in here. I got a feeder over here and one right here. I've got them real close to the light, so hopefully the poults won't have to venture too far away from the heat lamp to get a little snack. All right, we got a couple guys that are already going to town on it and eating a little bit. See if we can stimulate them just a little bit here. I think that little guy's dead. No, he's trying. Let's just keep him. So, you know, again, we'll see what we can salvage out of this. These are living, breathing creatures. I'm going to so I'm gonna put the lid down. I've got an old quilt over here. I'm gonna put the lid down. I'm gonna throw the quilt over it, try to keep some heat in, try to warm these things up. Turkeys typically will need to be a little bit warmer than chicks. I don't have the exact temperature on me, but I know typically you want them warmer than the chicks. So we're gonna insulate their brooder, close the lid down, put that quilt over, and see if we can warm these guys up, get them a little feed, get them a little water. I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's just sad. Just plain sad. All right, so we got them in the brooder. Got the brooder covered up, got 2 heat lamps on in there, plenty of fresh water, put some feed in there. We use some 28% protein game bird starter. Typically on turkey poults you need a higher protein percentage starting out than you do with chicks, baby chicks. So we just go with a 28% game bird because it's easy. Got them covered up, trying to conserve some heat inside that brooder. I think that's a huge piece of the problem, is they were cold. As soon as we got them oriented to where the drinkers were, a bunch of them just migrated over underneath the light. So we parked those feeders as close to the light as we could, so they don't have to wander too far from the heat to feed. You know, living, breathing beings. This is just unacceptable. I mean, you know, and there's nothing unusual, there's nothing different at all about what we've done today versus what we've done in the past. The hatchery that we get these guys from, I don't even remember, is it Hoover? I'll get some glasses. Getting old and not being able to see sucks. Hoover Hatchery, they're in Rudd, Iowa. Yeah, Rudd, Iowa. We've ordered from them in the past, have been very pleased with their service. This is not a knock at all on Hoover. We've ordered in the past. Typically what happens is these poults are born on Monday or Tuesday. They get shipped priority mail. That's what we've done in the past. And they arrive on Thursday. Today is Saturday. So they are 48 hours late. But anyway, you know, turkeys are fragile. We got them in there. I'm just rambling. We'll see what happens. Hope for the best. So turkey poults have been in here a couple hours now. We've got 2 more that are dead. There's a couple more that are just not, they're not looking good at all. And then there's a group of them that are up and moving around. You got this little guy here, he looks like he's about to fall asleep in his food. So, I mean, this has just been a, yeah, this is not looking good at all. I mean, I know they're tired and they've eaten, but you know, a couple hours in, we got at least 2 more that are absolutely dead, and a lot more that just aren't looking good. So yeah, we'll watch them. 3 dead. Yeah. So we'll just watch them here for today and see how they do. I mean, I don't know what else to do other than just, you know, provide them food, water, and warmth. So just a bad deal all the way around. So Sandra came down to check, and I was out working with the pigs, and there were 10 more dead, and there are 2 that are not looking good. So we've lost half of them. You know, there are a couple that are kind of active and looking sort of good, but out of 30 birds, half of them are dead, and that's immensely frustrating. So that was how things went as the day kind of progressed. I just have got back up to the house. It's getting late in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon. I've been down on the backside of the farm working excuse me, working with some pigs and moving them. But just came down to the brooder. Sandra was leaving, and she had her hands full of dead turkey poults. Another 10 have died during the day today, so that makes 15. We've lost half of this batch. We ordered 30. We've lost 15 so far. There are at least 2 more. Like I said there a second ago, there are at least 2 more that, I mean, they're going to die. And then what's going to happen to the rest of them? Turkeys are fragile early on in their lives. You need to get them under a heat lamp. You need to get some high protein feed in them as quickly as you can, or those birds aren't going to do any good, or those birds aren't going to do good. And so now here we are with birds that have spent 2 extra days in the male that they should not have. And I don't know if any of them are going to do any good. You know, it's time's going to tell. we're going to do the best we can do in terms of making sure that they've got, you know, good temperature, heat, feed, water, all that kind of thing. But you know, this is just a sad state. It's just a sad, stinking state. Whenever the Postal Service is going to treat living beings like this, the way that they do. And I don't care, there's no excuse. There's no dadgum excuse for this. I don't know what the problem is. I got a buddy, I talked to him today. He had done some work for a company back around late last year. The company mailed him a check on December the 3rd. He finally got it on January the 15th. So small businesses like his, you know, those guys are suffering because they can't get paid. I've heard anecdotal stories of people about to get their power turned off because their power bill's not getting to them like it should, and they're, you know, notice to pay their bill and that kind of thing. I mean, it's just crazy. And now 15 turkeys, at least 15 turkeys are dead because of this failure from the Postal Service. Sad. It's just sad. But anyway, again, I don't like doing these kind of videos, but this is important. We need to get this information out. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to call, representatives, senators. I don't know who to call. But anyway, this is tough. I mean, and this puts folks in a bad situation. Anyway, I'm rambling. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, follow along with us. I'll post a link to a happy turkey video over here where we're removing some birds. I'll find a good turkey video. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.